Police responded to a home in Canton, Georgia on December 8, 2020, to find a mother and her baby daughter with stab wounds inside a bedroom. Chloe Driver brutally stabbed her 13-month-old daughter, Hannah, to death. Driver was lying on a mattress next to blood-covered baby Hannah, holding her hand. Both were rushed to the hospital where the baby died from her injuries. Police said Driver had taken a knife from the butcher block in the kitchen, locked herself and her baby in the bedroom and stabbed her repeatedly. They were found by the baby's father, Benjamin Ben Michael, also known as Brian Joyce or Zed, who allegedly let out a blood-curdling scream as he cried to Driver, "What did you do?" Driver was married to the man who also had 2 other wives. This man is the leader of the polygamist cult. Jason Spillars, a member of this cult, took the stand and gave insight in the cult's practices.
Yeah, so urine therapy is non-traditional in today's modern terms of, our deranged society. It's actually written about by medical doctors. It's written about by people all over the world. There's if you go online and look up urine therapy, there's 15 books available written by allopathic medicine doctors, homeopathic medicine doctors, written by shamans and gurus from the East, written about by regular everyday people who have healed themselves, who claim to have healed themselves of things such as cancer by drinking their urine.
So we know Chloe Driver was part of a cult that liked to drink urine as one of their practices. Driver had pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity to charges of malice murder, felony murder, first-degree cruelty to children, and aggravated assault. Driver will be sentenced on December 12th. Until then, Driver will be in the custody of the Georgia Department of Corrections, which will be responsible for addressing her mental health needs. This is the body cam of Chloe after the murder in the hospital. The doctor said her baby had no blood left in her body.
Who did that to you? Did your husband do that to you?
Chloe, look at me. Breathe. Breathe. There you go. There you go. You're doing good. Just breathe.
I'm insane and no longer wanted to be with his friends, but kept coming back for him. I only wanted my baby and husband, but he refused. Who are his friends? Who are they? Do you know their names? Help me. You don't want to? Okay. Okay, we're stopping. That's it, no more. I don't want to do this anymore.
Chloe wanted to be the one and only wife, but Z had many wives and was the leader of the cult. Jail calls between Z and Jason have been leaked. These calls are heavily redacted, and both Z and Jason are talking in code.
So this is the guy that testified in the Chloe Driver case that was trying to say they were drinking urine and all this stuff for the cult. Now, he's currently locked up, and while he was down, he was in Cherokee County, and these jail calls got released. Shout out to the subreddit CasesWeFollow, and shout out to the user Pixie. Now, Jason was calling Z. So Z on the right is the leader of this cult, and he's on the outside, so we're hearing these two talk. Now remember, at this time, Z is not locked up. He's on the outside. But after all these calls go down in real time right now, Z's locked up himself. And we'll get into that at the end. Let's go.
This is a direct pay call from
Jason Spillars.
an inmate at the Cherokee County Jail, Georgia, carried by Consolidated Telecom. Charges for your call have been accepted.
Hi. Hey. How is it? It's good. Yeah, sorry about last night. There's 36 men and 2 phones, bro. So I had to. No, I didn't get that. Got that you had to go. I didn't get that you had to go. Yeah. I was asked rather impolitely to step off the phone.
Do you know where you are right now?
Yeah. So
I get it. No problem.
Yeah. They got me in this, it's not true max, but it's all these guys are this is the high level, most dangerous criminal area. So whatever.
Yeah, maybe you'll meet some interesting people.
No, not really. I mean, it's like such a step down from the feds. Like, there's a couple guys in here. There's one guy in particular in here that has relatively high competency level, but you go to the feds and you're talking about every guy in there is of a certain competency level. There's at least IQs over 130. That's it. It's like the highest guy, the most competent man in here is the lower level guys of all the guys in the feds. It's incrediable, really. It's incredible the characters that they have in federal custody. It's and a couple of those guys, like I said, a handful of those guys are legitimate, and two of them that I've met so far are official. Official individuals that I have to know, So, it's been a real blessing in that way. I can't deny being in federal custody has been a real blessing. I've met a couple of characters that are going to be vital in the future, vital to us. So, anyway, I spoke with Jonathan Kessler and the woman, what's her name?
Angela Trethaway.
Angela Trethaway, yeah, I spoke with both of them. I had a 30-minute phone call or video chat with them earlier today.
Yeah. What does Trethaway look like?
Have you never met her?
No, never.
Oh,
I've never met any of these people.
Oh, okay, I got you. She's middle-aged, I'd say she's probably 45. Maybe a little older, maybe, 40 to 50, something like that, judging by seeing her through the camera.
Pretty sure she's 55, 57.
Is she really? Well, she looks good for her age then, through the camera anyway. I would have guessed her to be about 45 or 50 maybe. So, so she's middle-aged-ish.
Unfortunately, the rest of this got redacted, but this is before Jason went and testified in court on the Chloe Driver versus the state of Georgia case.
Hey.
Did you happen to hear? Good. Did you happen to hear that about the no recording thing?
Pardon me?
There's an option on this phone to where you can have your phone calls not recorded.
That's
What'd you say?
The message is if you're a lawyer, you can ask to have your calls not recorded.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, are you pressing buttons right now, or are they?
The phone just keeps, it has to do with my rental. The phone just keeps wanting to shift it to a different microphone, if you will.
I got you.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with Katie Grover today.
Oh, yeah?
Sure did.
She came to see you face to face?
She sure did.
No. Tell me about it.
Yep. Honestly, I thought it was a pretty positive interaction. She definitely...
outside of the fact that she is the state, and outside of the fact that she did what she did to me, I don't really mind her.
I don't either. The color of her face was not vindictive or malicious, that's for sure.
No, the color of her voice wasn't. She was pretty relaxed and matter of fact, but go on.
So it was made clear to me that the defense is...
Hold on. Where are my things?
So I don't know how they talked Kawani into this.
Yeah, I was please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how they talked Kawani into this, but the defense counsel, their plan is to try to... and you had slightly mentioned this, but I just didn't fully grasp that is their...
Right. I may have gotten more information talking to her and just said it to you. Did I say it to you in her name or Jerry's? Basically, everything changed in the world and with this trial once I got through to Jerry.
I see.
I was sitting, and I had a hunch.
Remember, the guy on the left is the one that's currently incarcerated, Jason. The guy on the right is the one he's calling, and he gets locked up later on. In the last couple of days, in real time, he gets locked up. But right now, he's out, and the two are talking. And the one on the left is, just obsessed with the guy on the right. He wants to live his life. He wants many wives. He wants to drink the urine. He's obsessed with Z.
He called Jerry, and he just might answer, and he did.
No, I remember that.
He started in with this. Yeah, but then I talked to Katie, and I told you that, didn't I?
That their defense is that you're this controlling guy who, like, forced her into...
I told you, we all talked to Katie, right? Are you having trouble hearing me?
I am having a little trouble hearing you, yes.
I told you that I talked to Katie about it. Like 2 days later, she called me. Didn't I get through all this?
I know, but I just didn't fully, like, perhaps it just wasn't
it's
clear
just hitting
to me.
You differently.
Yes. Like, that's their entire defense. Like,
that's their entire defense.
Which is, which I don't know how they talk Kalani into this. Like, I don't know why they're not just saying what actually happened, that she had a mental break, you know? Like, so, yeah, so we talked for a long time. I was in there with him for almost 2 hours today. So, or like a solid hour and a half or something like, I don't even know how much time passed. It seems like a while. Like we got, and they're coming back on Monday to speak to me again.
Really?
Yes, they are.
So, you know, when I spoke to her, she seemed very keen on you. I don't know why. So much you, but.
Yeah, like we had like a really good conversation. I mean, and the man who was there were 4 of them from the district attorney's office. I'm pretty sure one of them was like one of the psychiatrists. But they were all warm and open and receptive to me. And we had we ironed.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Yes.
I have tarting going on around me in a parking lot. Basically, let's do something different for a minute so that these tards can get out of here and we can use our time. How does it feel to be there?
Well, there's been a lot happening, that's for sure. I was fasting, and then I came in and I just had to eat. Like being driven through all of those fields in Atlanta by them in handcuffs, and then getting here and being in proximity of Kalani's field was just like so much. I was being just
Hold on. Slow down. We're just leaving, and we have this giant 2023 Voyager with all our stuff. We're moving, and we stopped at Whole Foods in Wilmington. A fucking cop came over in a service call and said people were, and it just said, I didn't even care. I mean, whatever reason, I just said, not interested. I was very, hold on. They didn't know that it's unbelievable. They're now in the middle of the parking lot retarding. The tards are tarding again. They're retarding. Okay. Now they might be departing. I was just saying, yeah, I'm very sure that it said that about. Man, this guy is changing the frequency of my organs with the disruption of his motor. It is quite unnecessary. It definitely would be about. I was just like the energy I needed was just immediate there. So it's like not interested. Yes, whatever, rental, traveling. But then after I was real gruff with him, he just got the fuck rid of him. He's a young, knocked on my window. Immediately pisses me off. When I go and see them, they just knock on my window. And it's like, I'm just out there on Orlando Street, and it's like at the Whole Foods, and it's like, what the fuck? And then it didn't occur to me till after to be like, number one, I'm driving a 2023 Chrysler Voyager. How fucking homeless does that look?
Yeah.
Like, what a retarded thing to say. And if for some reason I was in my 2023 Voyager, and I came and I was sitting there eating food I just got, so the fuck what? Like, why is that a service? Like, I don't even believe you. It's like, I guess because we were walking Etowah around the parking lot so we could get some air. Anyway, I was trying to pull over because I'm very tired and I'm falling asleep, even though I wish I was further along. So just like right when you called anyway. So go back to telling me how it feels to be there.
I had to eat when I got
you were
here.
just overwhelmed with the immensity of her field, you said.
Yeah, and everybody, not so much her Kiwani's Field is open and pleased to see me, and warm. And after I ate, it's everybody else. It's not her, it's everyone else that doesn't want me here doing work before this trial and doesn't want her to feel that sense of support that I'm trying to send to her right now. The Christophers of the world, you know? Most specifically him that keeps coming up because he's been in this building before.
Oh yeah,
and
that's true. And
so
Jerry
I'm doing
Jerry wouldn't remove him.
Yeah. There's a
no, there's only one of them though that really seems to be active permanently. I guess you're saying that we're trying to neutralize it. It's just Filgueira. It's all Filgueira behind Peter and just all this. It's just Filgueira.
So
and the only
reason
he got the power is very much Smith and Neo. The only reason that Filgueira has his power is because we went to Mars. Because we went there, we switched to dead fossil, so we have some life force. Go on, though. You ate.
I ate. I started to feel very welcomed by Kiwani, and the whole field of this building started to change a lot. And that's it. And so here I am. I'm like,
I mean, I've been there so many times.
To the jail?
I've been there, well, I mean, outside it, I never obviously go in. I've been there like 4 times. I mean, I've been there like 4 times just recently. I mean, Anna and I were there multiple times back in July. I've been there like so many times. I don't know why I said 4. That's hardly even true. In the last 4 years, I meant to say, I've been there so many times.
Got you.
But, you know, so I'm saying I've done a lot of work beforehand for you.
Sure. Beautiful.
On Univerter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm, doing my best. I'm still trying to do some intermittent fasting to keep my body at its prime operating capacity for this work that I need to do.
You know what I didn't ask, and I really meant to?
What?
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
Go ahead. I'll call you right back.
In my first call with him, and I never returned to it.
What?
Was where the venue was. I never even asked. I mean, is it just downtown Canton?
Where the courthouse is located?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like
I don't
at
know.
the Cherokee County Courthouse.
I would say.
Back when this first came out in September, and I wanted to ask him, but I wasn't sure because of the high-profile nature if it was actually happening at a venue in Atlanta or something.
No, definitely not. No, this crime happened in Cherokee County. She's been stored in Cherokee County. The trial will be in Cherokee County.
Yeah, I get that. I just wanted to cross it off my wonder.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't know, maybe they would, but that would be extremely unconventional.
So...
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Oh, I was trying to make a joke that I know it says that thing you were picking up on is for attorneys only because I've obviously heard this message hundreds and hundreds of times.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just didn't know that, so I was just mentioning it. I'm going to call you right back right now.
All right, this is still before the trial. They definitely manipulated the trial in a way that made Z look like he didn't have any influence on Chloe doing that crime. So let's get into it.
What I learned over all the years of using it. And with all the ones you've usually called me from, you have to look at some amount of the blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I mean, I was saying agnostic. It's not exactly they're like ambivalent. Like she's like ambivalent towards what happened to her. So why they brought this out of her, it's really strange.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is there anything outside of your sort of like an eye-opening experience of taking it in, just how committed they are to this single line of reasoning. And what else was there?
Well, I mean, honestly, like, I feel like these individuals today are not really gunning down. They're not like,
their level is matter of fact. Like, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, with even and we know they're the state. We know they have their. What is wrong? What the fuck? This is obnoxious. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and it is just like really. What is the name of that place that you have a connection with, as like when you go into Wilmington South, like the pre-Wilmington, like that place? Is it like
Leland?
Kings Grant or whatever? No, not Leland. There's like a different
Carolina Beach.
neighbor. I don't know. I feel like there's a different name that you were really attached to over there. Like this area where you go in, and you're coming in south. Carolina Beach is like south, east.
Yeah.
Like when you're coming from the north, when you're coming in the north end. Yeah, Leland and Carolina Beach is all in the south, but like that neighborhood when you come in from the north end.
Oh gosh, that's where my aunt lives.
Right, like when we used to talk about it, and I was like picking up on it. That it was kind of cool, like when you're coming in out of like Jacksonville.
Gosh, I can't remember. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, there's like yeah.
Is it a W name?
No, it's a C name. I feel like. I don't know why it's escaping me. I haven't been a long time.
Is it Cary, like the street?
No. Gosh, I can't remember. But
now it'll come to you. It'll come to you as you talk. But
yeah, it's like on the 40 there, like right at the edge of Wilmington. That's where my mom's sister lives.
Mhm. What else stood out to you?
I
mean, I don't believe there's anything that we're talking about that we can't talk about, because these are just like plain, not like, I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get it, because when he called me out of nowhere last night, and it was like, so I was like quizzing him because of this event, because of this huge thing that's a new dynamic. I mean, doesn't that seem weird that they don't know?
Don't know what?
Thank you.
And when he responded back, they redacted everything he said, so it had to do something with the cult. Like, all the cult stuff, it seems like it's getting redacted. Some of it's in here, but it's like, man, this is definitely different from a Wade Wilson call.
Direct pay call from
Jason Spillars.
an inmate at the Cherokee County Jail. Charges for your call have been accepted.
Hey.
Well,
so, I mean, I was just saying, it's just sick that, like, I have to talk about that level of utility at all in any kind of a cerebral fashion. And obviously this is about Nancy Hanna and, what Ku did. The whole thing is just sick and twisted that I even have to get a little, self-congratulating about the cerebrality of its utility in the Gabriella thing or Euphoric. It's sick. And that's the bottom line. What they're doing is just sick. And I lost the dexterity of saying it with, contrast and composure, but there's this nugget in the middle zone of all this that's just like, why does whatever is really within this thing want to throw all this monkey feces detritus around the court about me? Like,
it's funny he would say that, because after looking at the paperwork, her motive for this crime was because of Z. She didn't want to be one of 3 wives no more. She wanted to be the one and only, and she was under a lot of pressure, and they were making her feel disgusting because she had a baby. Now, this is what she said.
No.
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
In a way about, what's that?
They're going to cut the phones off. We're not allowed to talk past 10. So Just so you know, we're about to get cut off.
It's 8 o'clock.
Or it's 8. I don't know. Well, they said we have 2 minutes left on this call. Either that or you ran out of money.
Oh, I probably ran out of money.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
I really
I
need to
can
take a
put more.
shit anyway.
I can put more on, but it's just like, well, I'm trying to finish this. If you want me to put more money on while you take a shit, because there's like things.
Yeah, do it. I'll call you back in like 10.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Please remain on the line. Hold for acceptance.
Now, this call is just weird. They're kind of talking in code.
It's going.
Very little change.
I see. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here. There's a lot of code being displayed. So I'm just, I spent a lot of time just being still, really, really still today. Just trying to hold some space and just doing my best to produce some balance in this place. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick call. They're going to lock us down here soon, but I just wanted to give you a quick buzz. And
well, you know, I mean, the only thing is sitting with it. I just wonder how big the circus tent really is.
Yeah, me too.
Apparently, Shayla heard Katie say to her, and I was like, I didn't hear that line from her. And she said that after I talked to her about what we said, and I was like, wait, like, how big a circus are they trying to, like, how, oh my God. And then I remembered this business that you might remember from way back that I kind of put out of mind. They got into a Trathaway's ear for about 2 weeks, and then stopped talking to me, and we were in Sarasota directly after, and I just get that call from Kendall. Do you remember all this?
Yeah.
And she said Wani's lawyer contacted her and wanted her to do all the stuff that she didn't want to do it. Remember?
Okay.
The point was they were already all over this, playing this game back, you know, so who knows, you know?
Yeah.
And I put it out of mind, but that was the whole thing with Landon. And then Lauren Paget shows up by March because of this whole news. Thread. People were chatting and tells anybody like that, remember this whole business to contact parents or contact the lawyer?
Yeah.
K-Bar from the Reddit things or whatever these secret places people were chatting. And, yeah, so, like, there was a funnel, and that's when Eric and Renee stopped talking to me in that March. So, yeah, I'm just particularly disgusted and daunted because they just have no idea how big the circus is.
Sure.
I was talking to Jerry again. He reflected that both the judge and Katie are pretty much just disgusted by this whole thing and want it to be over with. It just sort of implies that they know even more than they're saying about what it means about this fiasco. Like there might have been some cross back and forth, but this is just making me not want to come at all. Like, I don't get it. I also want to have to get in touch with Katie tomorrow and just be like, is it too late for you guys just to call me as a witness? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But anyway, do you have anything?
I was going to say, if you did come and they tried to arrest you on that silly thing with Kyle, and you did pay a bond, and you just put a squiggly line as your mark for your signature on the bond, then you could later have that undone and say that you signed under duress, just so you know. I mean, you're obviously signing under duress anyway, but I just wanted to, you know, if you hadn't considered that, like the whole like being arrested for Kyle thing, and you know, instead of just like, you know, waiting it out like you should, they probably wouldn't hold you for like a week or so, but you know, just so you didn't get held up. If you wanted to pay, they probably wouldn't give you, but like, I mean, a couple $1,000 bond, I guess, you know, who knows, which would only cost you like hundreds of dollars to get out of jail, and just put a squiggly line. I on certain things I've just put a squiggly line. Like when I accept my commissary orders, I just put a squiggly line because that's my signature under duress. And you could be released, and then you could, you know, take the correct measures to...
Signed a question mark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You should.
What is that?
Yes, exactly.
Semicolon. We're not sure what's happening there.
Yeah. But I just wanted to call and touch base with you for a minute. Katie Gropper and her crew are supposed to come finish up with me tomorrow, so I'll call you tomorrow after I'm done with that, or maybe by tomorrow.
They are working tomorrow?
What's that?
They are working tomorrow.
They told me last week they were planning to come and see me tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, because there's no court because it's...
Yeah, the holiday. I got you. They're planning, they told me that they were going to come and see me, so I'll...
Good, I mean, I wanted to reach out to her and go over some of this stuff again, you know?
Sure, 100%, yeah.
I mean, after talking to you and Jerry and what's come to light, all of it is just like... I'm also curious that she didn't mention to you Court TV, and she didn't mention it to Jerry, because I just talked to Jerry again today, so I was like, that's odd. It almost leaves this space in my mind like she doesn't even know yet.
I got you. Well, I think that's probably the highlight of the whole thing, is that it's going to be televised.
For sure. But like I said, according to John, we don't even know that it's not going to cancel the whole case.
Right.
Of course, if it goes through, yes. Well, hopefully it doesn't cause full. I don't even know.
I got you.
For all I know, it's the best thing to just cancel the whole thing and not even go through this. And all the games they want to play are just over.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing now. Like, you know, for years it's been drifting, and then for these 2 months I felt like I had to read on the whole thing, and now it's the last week and a half, it's just so fatigued now. Like, I just don't even, it's like so obnoxious.
Yeah.
Dennis Perry, you know, like, who's under the perfect set?
Well, I'll be in court on Tuesday, I have a feeling, and I'll call you immediately afterwards and let you know.
Yeah, but you won't really know anything while the state's presenting. The perfect set comes later.
Yeah.
And who knows how many witnesses they got permission to have on Zoom. You know, like, I don't expect the state side is going to be very elaborate or take that long. You know, it's a pretty direct presentation.
Yeah.
And they get to the other side. I mean, if Sandy Torres is in there, anything could be in that tent.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, given the scope of what can Sandy Torres really contribute?
I mean, she's going to say, I don't know what she's going to say. Like, I'm looking forward to having her there and being able to speak on that matter in front of the court, because it's just going to help unravel, at least on some level, the crimes that were committed against me by Buncombe County by not giving me a trial and holding me against my will.
I wonder also, like, how freeform is the witnesses?
Yeah.
Response. Like, I don't know how freeform that is.
Right.
So you're planning to discuss some of that?
I mean, I'm about to tear these motherfuckers apart, bro. You already know.
I mean, Katie, you already talked about that aspect with Katie.
But, I mean, dude, they're about to give me a microphone, Z. I mean, you know what I'm going to do with it.
You don't have to tell me. Like, I just don't know how freeform it is. But
yeah, I know. I mean, I don't either, but I'm going to make it as freeform as I possibly can until the judge cuts me off.
It's just I don't know, like, how much. It's kind of a weird sequencing because, like, okay, that's already, like, well baked into the case to talk about it. But, let's say they called me at this point, and they haven't called Gabriella yet. This is all going to come up later. It's just like this weird element because it's like court about me, but it's not about me. So it's like I'm not on trial, but it's like I am because I'm going to be the exhibit. And it's just like wanting the ability to, there's not a lot of motility for me as a witness who's somehow like a defendant. Like, for her to speak and speak after it or no to speak before it about things that I would just like say, where it's like, so how'd that work out for you, Gabriella, when you said very similar things, that you whispered in Kuani's ear. But I just find, on just like a pretty rapidly unraveling level that Sandra Torres is a non-credible witness, like a very high magnitude, who has an extreme propensity to lie about everything and anything under the sun.
Man, I just feel like it's a blessing in disguise. I'm hoping to try to turn it into that at least anyway. Like, I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, honestly, Z, I know where you're at, but I'm like, I want everybody to be there. I want my opportunity to speak on every single one of them.
Wait, you guys forgot Daffy Duck. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. You remember that girl that we met that one time on the beach? And we were like, hey, we had talked for like 2 minutes. Yeah, she's going to be there. So, like, No, I'm making it. I'm just being facetious. Oh,
this call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
This guy who's my cellmate in here, he's going to be there too. Like, he's known me for like a day now. Yeah.
It's just, like, if these people, like, Trethewey reached out to her way back, I mean, like, it's just they might not be, like, that ridiculous, but also, like, they seem pretty petty. So,
yeah.
Who knows how big a tent they want to open up, and Jerry just indicated the judges, like, them having to say words like, these people are very fed up with this. It's just like, how ridiculous is it? And it might not be. It might just be a couple of levels of ridiculous, but it definitely makes the mind wonder.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
There's somebody trying to get on the phone, dude. I just wanted to get in here for 15 minutes and call you. I will call you tomorrow.
Tomorrow after you know things.
I love you very much.
Love you too.
Mookie, buddy. See you.
Thank you. Please remain on the line. Hold for acceptance.
Now, this call is after the trial, and in my opinion, it sounds like Z doesn't want nothing to do with Jason now. He got what he wanted out of him. He wanted him to testify and paint him into a better picture.
This is a direct pay call from
Jason Spillars. Hey, buddy.
I don't want to talk to you, man.
Okay.
It's just, very clear that anything we can say could ruin what's going on. So.
Yes, I understand. I do
want to talk to you. I love you. I appreciate you. Of course, I want to talk to you for the rest of the life.
Well, I just wanted to say that, yes.
Anything you say could be a problem for the stability and certainty of the outcome of the case. And that was
No, I understand that.
By Indiana and by Katie, and I want to be honorable.
both
I mean, that's
to
fine.
compromise or jeopardize status. So,
Well, do you want to? Did you make it to your destination? Do you want to just chit chat for a second?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine.
And
okay.
I understand that things are moving a little faster. I might be there sooner. So it's my understanding it could be flawed because I believe it was from Jonathan. I'll ask Katie that after I testify, I believe I can sit in the court afterward. And even if not, but that my part will be over, your part's over. At that point, you and I can talk freely. We can talk
that's good.
deeply,
right.
artistically, or sarcastically, as we wish, obnoxiously, sacredly, whatever. But at the moment, even after...
No. I mean, I already know. She's already told me, bro. So you don't have to say anything else.
But I'm saying, pardon, how she looked, how it felt, I don't know. Like, I could probably ask you how you felt in there, how she felt, but I don't even want to do that. You know, I mean, like...
Yeah, I don't either.
The main thing is that we're not colluding on strategy, or I'm not polishing by hearing, you know, stuff like that.
Totally.
I want to be faithful to that process. So I'd like to ask you things like, you got to see her first, she's in the courtroom, you're the first one of any of us she's seeing.
Yeah.
You know, how did that affect her? You know, stuff like that. But I don't even want to ask you stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, because this stuff will be used however anybody wants to spin anything, and I don't want to do that, you know?
For sure.
I mean, hopefully we'll have the rest of our lives to talk about every increment of anything and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know that there's anything that I need to hear from you now except that you were there, you testified today, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I did. You could probably watch it on TV, on court TV.
No, I can't. I can't watch court TV because I was informed clearly also by Katie that I can't do that.
Oh, shit. You can't. Oh, I got it. Well, then you'll see it sometime, man.
Sequestered. I mean,
I got you.
The having footage on record is pretty cool, you know, to review parts that I don't even know or, you know, hear testimony from, you know, the sad testimony from medical people who were with at the end where I didn't get to be because the police kept me in that room at Jerry's house even though I wasn't a suspect. I never understood why I couldn't go with Hannah and just be with her in the last moment.
Yeah.
I still don't understand that. Or just that being not even procedure or protocol, just whatever dude and dudettes on the scene decided, like, oh, we're just going to have you there. It's confusing to me. My heart wishes I could have been there, of course, obviously, for the transit of her soul, for her being, for her body, for her humanness, just to have been there.
Sure.
That being said, no, I'm not. I would like to see that in the future if it's still available on there, you know, to hear from some of the people who were with her at the last, the medical professionals, et cetera. Now. But, yeah, as of now, no, I'm not. I can't watch that. I'm sequestered. I mean,
I understand. I got it.
And as much as me talking to you, then you'd be telling me about your testimony. I'd be viewing your you know, that's out of the pale. So
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
want to mess up. I don't want to tamper with any part of the process, you know. So as I said to Katie about our communications prior, she said, you know, no, really it's not a big deal, whatever you guys were saying on the phones here in Ostilla prior, because, you know, he wasn't in the courtroom yet. But once he's in the courtroom, don't talk to him about it. Don't talk to him about don't talk to him, you know, about that. You know, not don't talk, but don't talk about that. And not talking is going to talk about that because it's on your mind. So that being said, I would like to say I love you, and I'm sure I'm proud of you and appreciate what you did today without even being there. And I know you did your best, even if, you know, well, you might call media spin was there, you know, in general, optics, however it be. I'm sure you did good as you know how to do, and it'll be what it'll be. And, you know, as Mr. Laporta would say, you know, you do your best and surrender the rest in faith. Yeah, you show up, put it on record, and that's it, you know, and I know you did that. So, you know, I don't really want to talk about it. I love you.
All right, bud.
Do you know when you get transported back to Ostilla?
I would think that it would be soon. I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to get back to my federal treatment. This place is a shithole. I'm ready for my quality food and my yard time and my getting out of my cell and going outside and, you know, they lock us down here, so it's like, you know, our dorm or our doors are open, like pretty much, you know. Sometimes on the weekends they don't even lock us down. They don't even shut the doors on the weekends, you know. So it's
Well,
you know,
I just want to say that it wouldn't bother me at all. I'm getting my psychology where it needs to be, you know, building on my energy, getting ready to do this. I wouldn't mind, you know, if we didn't talk till next Wednesday or Thursday in Osceola. So.
Okay, sounds good.
But, you know, I'd also encourage you, as soon as you get back to Osceola, to give me a call, or if anything drastic comes up while you're still in Cherokee County, or if they leave you there. I'm not telling you not to call me. Just call me and let me decide let me decide if I'm in a headspace where it's not going to disrupt me getting laser dialed in on this, okay?
I got you.
I'm glad you exist.
Yeah.
And I wish you swift release and processing from everything you're going through.
I appreciate it.
Mickey.
See ya.
Okay, Jason is currently locked up right now still. Z is currently locked up now. He must have got arrested this month right after those phone calls in Bristol. Doesn't really give information why he got arrested, but he has a $220,000 bond, which this dude ain't going to be able to pay that unless he starts selling some of this urine that he's drinking. So this call just proves to me that Jason was obsessed with Z. He just wanted to be Z so bad. Now they're both locked up. Chloe's locked up. Chloe's about to get sentenced December 12th. We're about to find out how much she's going to get. Some people believe she's just crazy and she got influenced so much by Z she killed her baby. And in my opinion, this little urine drinking cult they got going on isn't the last time we're going to hear from them, because they think they're celebrities. You can hear it on this call like they're hot shit. Man, y'all ain't shit. Anyways, man, it's New Age Plug. You did it again. We do got more jail calls between the two that weren't as exciting or whatever. I went through them. But I might do another video on this. I know December 12th we're going to have to do a video after she gets sentenced. I appreciate the subreddit CasesWeFollow and the user Pixie. She's really helped me out a lot. I appreciate everybody that watched this video. If you made it to the end, this is New Age Plug. You did it again. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Yeah. Tell the truth, man. You kill a baby. To me, I feel like you need to die too. That should be death. But let's get to that. She was drinking that urine. Bitch is super crazy. She be running in circles. Call her Xavier Worthy. She felt like she ain't worthy. She was drinking that urine. This bitch is super crazy. She gon' kill the baby. You need to die too. Yeah, 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 shawty is a troll, back up in your hole, you die too. Man, I swear there's a hit on your head, you gonna die soon. Baby girl, don't kill the baby, yeah, you dying too. If you was forced to drink some piss, you'll lose your mind too. Holy moly, yeah, them hoes go through, you see the Holy Ghost. You gon' get exposed like a couple of these Cali trolls. This the type of flow that make Wade Wilson have a bloody nose. Ronnie Blue, DVS, YouTube streets, we run the show. What up, C? Let's go stack the cheese up. I feel like I'm really Sarah B. We know Mila might have had a career in pornography. Kelly did the molding fans. Jody was his only man. Him and Chris was holding hands. Shit, I can't believe y'all fans not take care of his seed. He was following Steve. Steve gave what he needed, including drugs, and now we hear you see. Chloe, you's a dumbass bitch. How you gon' kill that precious baby girl? And when you get out the road, them girls up there gon' really rock your world. You gon' die too. She was drinking that urine. Bitch is super crazy. She be running in circles. Call her Xavier Worthy. She felt like she ain't worthy. She was drinking that urine. This bitch is super crazy. She gon' kill the baby. You need to die too. Yeah, 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 shawty is a troll, get back up in